was another day of whistles and chants as Unite members employed by Morrisons voiced their concerns.
We stay here because Morrisons don't want to negotiate with us at the moment. We don't know the reason why. We can be here more than a month if need to, but we're just waiting for an answer.
As long as it takes. We have to stand our ground. We're fighting for our rights, and we will carry on fighting. A month, 2 months, we'll still be here.
You do get frustrated, we're out in the cold, the rain, but it's our fight and our right to have what we deserve. Doing this for our families and our way of living. We can't live on what we are given now.
And for future generations as well.
Exactly.
It's not only for us, it's for people who come after we leave. We're fighting for them as well.
They're boisterous, they're lively. That's what we expect from a picket line. We don't intend any disturbance to the public, but obviously industrial action by its very nature is supposed to be disruptive, otherwise it won't actually achieve its goals. So credit to them for being there every day, credit to them to being noisy, loud and boisterous, and we will continue to support them in relation to that. They will be out there as long as it takes to actually resolve this dispute.
With a lot of neighbours in the area, a hospital nearby, and 2 weeks in, they're not achieving their goal just yet. Is that still really the way to do it?
Well, that's Morrisons' fault, not ours. We've been out on strike. We've made repeated attempts to actually reach out to Morrisons to invite them back to the negotiating table. So it's Morrisons that are at fault here, not our members. We have scaled down some of our action and our noise to take account of the disturbance because we don't want to disturb the public. But this is actually a very important issue. We're talking about a pay increase, which is actually a significant real terms cut in pay. We're talking about pay in Morrisons in Gibraltar, which is on average £2 less an hour than the counterparts in the UK, those counterparts that are coming across from the UK. So I think it's an important dispute and an important fight, not just for our members of Morrisons, but for the broader trade union movement in Unite.
Unite has around 90 members from the supermarket, which employs close to 300. The workers striking say they're doing this for all their colleagues. However, the majority of employees are not joining the action. One of those employees expressed concern on social media at a divide between employees, accusing the union of writing untruths and enticing and riling people up.
We're not fighting for an interest. This is a dispute for those members and their pay. This is a situation where their pay in real terms is being cut because of the rate of inflation that currently experienced here. So those individuals in the store that they work in have less buying power than they did previously because of inflation. So it's only reasonable that Morrisons actually come back around the table and discuss with us a decent and reasonable pay increase, because the reality of this is that those individuals have less money in their pockets, and these are people who are relatively low paid. We're not talking about high paid workers here. The lowest paid worker in Morrisons now earns 37 pence more than the minimum wage, and that just simply isn't acceptable for a company that makes almost £1 billion a year in profit.
Well, meanwhile, you have these workers outside in the cold every day. You're encouraging them to take this action, and really it doesn't look like there's going to be any movement.
No, we support them in taking the action. It's their decision to take the action. It's the members who decide that they want to take industrial action, but we obviously fully support what they want to do in relation to their industrial action. We support them practically, and we also support them financially in terms of taking that action. So this isn't a vanity dispute by Unite. This is about our members fighting for a decent pay rise, and all credit to them. And as I say, they have my full support and the full support of the trade union.
Unite says escalating the dispute could see the union mobilise its members from other sectors on the rock. It's been 17 days, and with both sides seemingly sticking to their guns, we're set to hear a lot more of this.
Thank you.
That stance of embargoing again and again and again, I have not seen in my experience of 15 years, 20 years, leading in some of the areas I've been working with.